I think calling myself a designer, interior designer, an architect gives you a certain limitation. Would one say Leonardo da Vinci was a designer, or was he an architect? He did from the idea till the production. Absolutely different things, from paintings to mechanical work. So I feel myself at home with that kind of thinking than rather the furniture guy or the bathroom guy. However, what I can say that I really focus on is the details and the perception of whoever looks at it. What type of people will use it, what they will feel by it, whether it solves the problem. Super important for me. You have to understand what it is about. If you design a spoon, you have to understand the history of a spoon, why a spoon and not a fork. I really try hard to focus myself on the content or go deep into it. So understanding what it is about makes the difference. I think the ultimate thing that we can do as designers, as a guy that creates stuff, is to be invisible and let people find out themselves what the purpose of this thing is, what's the thought behind. And if the people don't ask those questions, that means you've not made anything with meaning. For example, with the C1 from Duravit, it was a conversation that I had with Duravit that started at a totally different point and ended in something that I think no one really expected. So I think for me, having good conversation is a sense of inspiration. Words and sentences and certain thoughts limit you. Your decision starts there already. I love having conversation with people who absolutely know nothing about design, who don't care about design. People having their honest reply to it. After having this conversation, the design is actually made in my head, and I just sketch to mirror what I see. You have a certain instinct to go a certain direction. When you design something, there are millions of ways. Nobody tells you whether that idea is in the right direction or is in the wrong direction. So having the instinct to know what to deliver, that is the point of perfection. And that is what actually inspires me and drives me to come to that point and make the right decision for that moment. At the end is a few lines and you have the feeling, I've got it now. And then it starts the process of visualization, it starts the process of 3D printing and stuff like that. So further on, I must say that today materials are super important, because materials are the basis of anything we produce. I like to work with every type of material, especially the one that fits the project itself. I get bored quite quickly of everything. I always like to explore new ways of doing things. In the office, I tell the people I work with, I tell them that we have to invent the wheel new again. If that's your goal, you might have a chance of improving something or finding a new way. Working together with Duravit is very challenging, which I find absolutely normal. They have a very high level of quality, and since I also have the Swiss culture, is that quality comes first. But quality has to do with effort. How much effort you put in it, how much thought you put in it to make it something long lasting, to make it something that really functions. And that for me is the aspect of quality. However, it was a great challenge too, because the ceramic Vero line from Duravit was one of their best sellers. So the challenge there for me was to create something to their best seller. So that was a huge challenge. The future of the bathroom is also the future of how we will live in the future. I think the future opens up a lot of possibilities. I think a bathroom that is connected digitally, but a bathroom that is also connected with your daily living, how it's integrated in the space that you live in. It will be more connected. For me, I try to go with the zeitgeist. The zeitgeist for me is something that has a broader view and deals with issues that are more global with the human interest. And that is why for me, I don't like to follow trends. I try to be out there in the real world and try to almost read it in between the lines.